Hey guys, this is Mr. Timtastic. We are here at Micro Gaming's Alpha Clash 3. We are here with Mooney. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
Alright, so we are here at this event. Can you talk about this event that you have? This is the third installment.
Yeah, so we started doing Alpha Clash as a fighting game community event. We wanted to start getting into more tournaments. So we started doing a monthly event rather than a weekly event, just because it seemed kind of oversaturated. So we started doing that, and this is the third one, and hopefully we'll have a lot more.
Now I noticed that you guys started with very minimal games. Now you guys are expanding to even more games with Cross-Tech, and eventually there was a high request for Injustice. Are there plans on getting more games?
Yeah, so right now we're doing Marvel vs. Capcom, Street Fighter 4, and as you mentioned, Cross-Tekken. And we're probably looking into waiting for EVO to pass before passing judgment on Injustice. However, there has been a lot of popularity within the community to have Injustice as one of our main events, or main tournaments. But we're also looking into Super Smash, just because it's really popular, especially in the Bay Area and the West Coast in general. But that might have to be a separate event just because of the volume of people that are in that community.
Now, as a TO or tournament organizer, do you feel pressure to have to help grow the FGC, or do you just pick the ones that are most popular to showcase?
I don't feel pressured because what we're already doing is helping the community out, and I feel that by doing these events, by giving these games and these communities more exposure, it's already helping. It's helping us out, but it's also helping out the community as a whole. And I'm sorry, what was your second question? The second part?
About just trying to help grow the community as well.
Yeah. So we try to help out the community as much as possible. Of course, if it grows, then we also grow. So it's a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Now, there's a lot of games that are represented, just like majors and stuff. What can we do to help grow some of the lesser known titles to be on the same level as the popular Capcom fighters?
I think just continually asking, trying to push it at different tournaments. When people ask, why is there no Injustice at this tournament, that makes like myself and our other organizers think, oh, there's a lot of popularity, so maybe we should think about doing or adding this game to our events. So persistence, I guess, is key, and as well as it's always nice to have well-known players and better players to be the people who kind of speak out and try to promote the game as well.
And next question, do you think that events like these can help players get better for the major tournaments such as EVO and all the other majors out there?
Of course. I think that this is a good way for them to practice outside of the kind of just one-on-one, mash out a ton of games and practice. It's a little different than just sitting at home with a bunch of buddies and playing. There is that kind of era of tournament kind of era. And we here at Alpha Clash try to make it as professional as possible. So it's just a different vibe. And I think that coming to these tournaments, regardless of what your skill level is, will ultimately make you a better player.
Now, does it help that having big name players here, does it help that it'll help grow a lot of the lesser known players and even the noobs so that they can level up?
It might seem kind of daunting at first if you're a less skilled player or a more, just like, I guess a noob. If you're a noob or a less skilled player, it might be kind of intimidating to go to a tournament and play against these big name guys like F-Chan or PR Balrog or whoever. But I think that the experience of just even losing is important. I think in one of our other interviews with Long or Shady K, he said you have to learn how to learn. So learning from your losses is just as important as learning from your wins. You actually learn more from your losses.
All right. So what can we expect down the road for the growth of not just the community, but for macro micro gaming?
We're gonna be doing monthly events for as long as we can, and hopefully they'll get bigger and bigger. And as the community grows, we will grow as well. So we want to keep supporting the community by running these events, running these tournaments, and not just fighting games, but for other games as well.
Alright, so I want to thank you for your time. This has been a Sturdy Prime production. Timtastic out.